Hi, welcome to the Mikvah. To get any deeper in, you'd have to take your clothes off, but I'd like to share with you a couple of insights and maybe dispel some of the myths or mystery that surround this ancient Jewish practice. You see, purity and impurity are something that the Torah says no one really can understand. It's not a question of cleanliness. It's a spiritual type of reality, not something that's visible to the naked eye. And the Torah ordains that when certain people become impure, or as is called in Hebrew, tameh, that one of the effective ways to rid themselves of that impurity is by immersion in a mikveh. Now, what is a mikveh? Let's go back in time, a couple of thousand years, to be exact, 5,765 years ago. The world was created. And the first thing that the Torah talks about is Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden, this perfect utopian reality that existed on earth, somewhere in Mesopotamia. The Torah says, Nahar Yetzei Me'eden, there's a river, 4 rivers that flow out from Eden. And the Torah, the Bible, the scripture describes that in great detail, which rivers they are and where they went and how they flowed. The biblical scholar asks, why is that important to know? What message do the flowing rivers of Eden have for us? And the mystics explain that the Garden of Eden represents purity, innocence, human perfection. Adam and Eve were first created by God, and they lacked nothing. They lived in absolute union with godliness and spirituality for a couple of hours. And then they sinned. And the sin created impurity. Adam and Eve were banished from the Garden of Eden, and nobody has ever stepped foot there again. But the water comes from Eden. And when somebody immerses in a natural body of water, in some mystical way, he or she is connected to the waters that flowed from Eden. And so you're able to revert to a pre-sin state, a state of purity. A mikveh is a pool, as you see. It's clean and it will cleanse, but physical cleanliness is not its purpose. You see, before one immerses in a mikveh, there needs to be quite a bit of attention given to cleanliness. In fact, most people, when they immerse in a mikveh properly, will have taken a bath for at least an hour before, so that there will be no separation between their being and the cleansing waters of the mikveh. Once a person enters the mikveh, whether the waters are clean, and our mikveh is beautiful, or whether those waters are soiled or dirty, if it is a kosher mikveh, you emerge pure. Now you might ask, what makes a mikveh kosher? It's more like what makes a mikveh not kosher. You see, water in its natural state is always somehow connected to the Garden of Eden. The water flows forth, a mist goes up, clouds develop, rainfall comes back down. That constant cycle connects us back to the beginning of time. But when human beings tamper with the water becomes tainted. So every mikveh has a natural system for gathering a cistern of water. The natural system is comprised of a series of ducts or pipes that have no formal retention. And so the water flows into a natural cistern of stone or cement. That's a mikveh. Very important for all of us to understand that the mikveh is not about physical cleanliness. The mikveh is all about spirituality, spiritual wholesomeness, and connecting with the essence of God.